Hello, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Live Hypnosis. I'm Hypnotist Jim Kellner, and you know what we do each week when we don't have events planned. We join you to let you experience hypnosis right in the comfort of your own home. I'm doing something a little bit different this time. I'm live streaming on my TikTok account, but I have it aiming at the laptop. So we're going to see how this works out. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to be going live on TikTok shortly in the coming days, weeks, something to be doing some live hypnosis over there. But for right now, we're just streaming to all the major platforms, Facebook and YouTube and Twitch and that kind of stuff. I'm not saying that TikTok is not a major platform, because obviously it is. Now, tonight, of course, as always, I've got my super fabulous co-host with me. Everyone give it up for Brian Bay. Boy, they love you, Brian. They love you. You're muted. Hold on. All right. Say it again.
Oh, I said if you play that the next time I come out of the bathroom, we're going to have problems.
I do want to let. Oh, hey, Becca Rose is over here on our TikTok. She's our friend that joins us frequently over on the live stream on YouTube, I believe.
So, and where's she from, Jim? I think she's from
jolly old England. Yeah, jolly old England. Oh, that's a delicious looking drink you got there, Brian. Wow, what is that?
Oh, the freshest of not booze.
It looks like raspberry Kool-Aid.
Nope, water with a little flavor to taste.
Okay. All right, folks. So, hey, we've changed the format. If you're a longtime watcher, listener, then we kind of got carried away with chatting and stuff. So we've just changed the platform. We changed the format to kind of reflect that, so everybody knows what's going on. So now we're going to be talking for about a half an hour, because we have a guest on today too. I can't wait to introduce her to you all. And I do want to give a shout out to Becca Rose. I do see you over there on TikTok. And I also see Kimberly, Melted Slurpee, she says. Hey, if you're watching right now, tell us where you're watching. Becca Rose, you're out there in jolly old England. What part? Are you in Manchester or London? Oh, there she is. Oi, oi. She's over in the live chat over on YouTube. So we're going to talk for about a half an hour, because Brian and I are going to chat about some stuff. We're also going to bring on our fabulous guest hypnotist this week. I'm loving this new format, Brian, bringing on a guest hypnotist. What do you think?
If it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
So
good evening.
It seems to be pretty successful. I mean, we knocked it out of the park. Got a blast with Dan last time.
Excellent time. Yeah. Oh, actually, we've only done it twice. This will be our second time. Right. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah. I hope, with any luck, we'll be 2 for 2.
So far, so good. Hey, I got Sean. Sean, and I can never say his last name. Say your last name for me, Sean. Kasawaka Waka. He's from Canada. He's an awesome guy. He's over there on TikTok watching also. Now, what we're going to do tonight, what's the great, yes. So what we're going to do tonight, we're going to talk for about a half an hour about hypnosis. We're going to get to know our special guest tonight. And then at 9 p.m. Pacific time, we're going to start hypnotizing. Tonight is Fun with Hypnosis. If you're a longtime listener, watcher, you know that 1 week we do kind of serious stuff. We try to help you with your problems in a non, therapeutic type way. We nothing that we say here or demonstrate should be construed as any kind of medical advice or practice or anything like that, until we bring on our special guest, and then she can actually do some medically type stuff. But Brian and I will not be. So 9 p.m. we're going to start. We're going to have some fun with hypnosis. So what that means is sometimes you might forget numbers. You might forget names. You might have all kinds of things happening for you on our Fun with Hypnosis nights. Brian, you got a haircut, looks like.
Something like that.
Awesome.
I rolled out of bed.
Oh, okay. That works too. So Becca is from Norfolk. We've got somebody from Oklahoma, Jordan Combs 9. Awesome. Love you, Sean. I should know how to say your last name. He's a great guy. Let's see.
Sean, if you're able to phonetically spell your name, that'll help Jim out a lot. I can't see it, so
I can, and I can actually bring people on the TikTok, but I don't know if I'm gonna play with that or not tonight. Anyway, hey, look, no more messing around. We've got to get to our special guest. So tonight we brought on a special guest. Now, the woman I'm going to bring on now, she's a hypnotist. She's also a naturopath. So as I said, when I was talking about the doctor-y type stuff, she can actually give you doctor advice, but probably won't over a platform like this when she can't see you in person. But that's up to her. If you're watching, please, if you're over on Facebook, on YouTube, whatever, comment where you're at. If you want to join, we do have a link for you to join if you'd like to join us tonight. But without further ado, everybody, I want to welcome our special guest. Please, everybody, welcome my friend, my colleague, Hypno Goddess. Hello, Hypno Goddess.
Hello. How are you guys? Very cool.
They love you too. They love you.
Awesome. And I am honored to be here. And nice to meet you, Brian, another hypnotist that's not bald.
We're getting there. I don't have quite the experience that Jim does, but he's much older than wiser than I am.
How dare you? Wiser, but not older.
I've learned a little bit from Jim too. Remember this? This is my certificate from Jim's class.
Yes. She is a certified hypnotic badass.
Yes.
Hey, I got some people live over on my TikTok. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey, I want to let you know I might freeze up because I'm in a hotel, and so sometimes the internet's not great. But anyway, so Hypno Goddess, she's also doesn't go by. She's also known as Dr. Pam because she is a certified naturopath. Do we call it certified? Is that what we call it?
I was going to say naturopathic doctor. I become licensed in February because I just recently graduated. So
gotcha. Okay.
We got the administration has to move at the speed of government.
Right. It takes a while after you graduate. But besides hypnotherapy, I do other unconscious therapies, a lot of muscle testing, a lot of neuro-emotional technique. And I think they're all under the same umbrella of like mental health therapy.
Yeah. So I want you guys to know that you folks that are on my over on my TikTok right now, I hear you. What we're doing is we're chatting about hypnosis right now. I'm not sure if you can hear us through the screen or not over on the computer. We're chatting about hypnosis. Then we're gonna start doing some hypnosis. So please stick around and watch the screen there. We're gonna be having fun with that. All right. Hypno Goddess, can you tell us your short version of your heroine's journey?
Oh, okay. Well, geez, long story short, I had ovarian cancer at 23 years old. I won't state my age now, but it's more than 10 years ago. And that kind of got me more into the holistic side of medicine. And actually, naturopathic medicine is integrative. So I was wanting to learn more Eastern and holistic medicine and still had to learn allopathic and traditional medicine, which I do see a need for at least knowing it so you know where your patients are coming from. But I was sort of getting bogged down with all the every day-to-day, just routine medical school work. And then I met some magicians and hypnotists on the street, and I actually learned street hypnosis first, which is a different angle than most people. And I found that hypnosis was helping me even more with my patients, and I had a lot of fun. It was a good escape for me. So that's where I'm at now.
Awesome. So just let everybody know, so not a lot of people know about this. So Phoenix has a very active street hypnosis community. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I agree. At least once a month, we go to the huge festival downtown Phoenix called First Friday, where we just do improv hypnosis and we work out all the kinks that comes along with hypnosis, like resistance, and we just have fun and go from there.
Nice.
Well, Phoenix definitely has the weather that's conducive for that.
Oh goodness! Except for at the height of the summer,
and during monsoon season.
Mm-hmm. Which tests your hypnosis skills even more when you're sweating in 107 degrees.
I was stationed down in Fort Huachuca in the military. I was stationed from February to I got out of there, I think, early August. And I remember just 95 degrees and it was raining sideways and very confusing.
Right.
It's just stuff didn't make sense. And you're in a mountain desert 2 days after I got there. Oh, it's snowing. I'm like, this is but no, we got some Dirk from Hamburg, Germany is joining us.
Dirk. Hello, Dirk. Thanks for tuning in. And of course, we've got Becca Rose. Oi, oi.
Yep.
Is hypnosis a big thing over there in Hamburg? Dirk, let us know. Love to know. So you kind of cut your teeth on doing street hypnosis. Some of the techniques that we're going to be using tonight to do kind of rapid stuff. And you had no experience with hypnosis before that.
No. Well, I took a class at school, but we didn't practice on anyone. It was more like guided meditation for yourself, maybe more of a self-hypnosis class. And I can't say I got any skills from that. So learning on the street, I feel, was definitely my biggest teacher. And then I'm kind of backtracking and taking courses and learning the details now.
Good deal. Good deal.
That's kind of how I got into this too, is Jim. I met with Jim and he was like, hey man, I was doing t-shirt designs and he was like, hey, can you make me a couple of shirts for this weekend? And we're going to go do some street hypnosis. Make one for yourself and come join us. Several funny stories to go along with that. But how are you enjoying your, the whole hypnosis journey and how has it been more, added to the effectiveness of kind of your practice, if you will?
So my journey has taken off. I'm guaranteed this is part of my path. I'm already getting booked for shows. I do all types of small events. It's definitely helped me with my patients as far as, especially in the addiction area. Those patients I usually take months with, even when I was in school, because we had a residency in school, and I'm done helping a client using hypnotherapy in 1 or 2 sessions.
So do you find that it kind of tends to, cut through kind of the, mental BS, if you will, where people are like, hey, I want to hide behind insert excuse here. You're just kind of like, hey, lean back, relax, and then kind of get to the heart of the issue?
Absolutely. And it's really saving the client or patient money. All those months of therapy when you can just go see a hypnotherapist and really resolve a large portion or all of it. So
it kind of sounds like you're almost like an attorney, if you will, where the good ones work themselves out of a job very, very quickly. You solve the problem and then just right to the next one.
Right. But people still like to laugh. So then there's a whole career in street and stage hypnosis and educating like we're doing now. I call this education, even though it's fun. We're teaching people and giving them a demo of what we're doing.
And kind of breaking the stigma of a lot of the myths that are out there.
Very much so. I would like to bring up, my dad's a Vietnam vet, and the VA is just now getting a lot of hypnotherapists working with them. And that's breaking the stigma with soldiers and vets. And so that's great too.
And I can attest to this as a veteran myself. And, thank you for for his service. And I know everybody pays the bill every April, but, I try to give as much credence and everything as I can to Jim, that I'm able to join you guys today and have these conversations because of Jim's help. And I say that,
Thanks, brother.
Without him doing some work with me and introducing me to some really solid folks, just by default, I would not be around. And so there's just a ton of gratitude. So when Jim says, hey man, you want to help out with this? That's the very least I could do.
I hate to take this away from the ladies, happy life, happy wife, but I say happy mind, happy life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Happy mind, happy life. Absolutely. And it's so, and so that is one of the purposes of doing these, going live with this. I'm not able to go out and do street hypnosis as much as you guys are because I live oftentimes in places where the weather just is not conducive for it. So it's my way of trying to introduce more people to hypnosis and destigmatize it, because there's so many myths around hypnosis. What are a couple of ones that you hear all the time, Dr. Pam?
Oh, well, the first one that I hate, and I guess there's no way to debunk it unless you try it, is that it's fake.
Right. Yeah.
It's no way in shape or form fake. If you haven't tried it, maybe say that it doesn't work for you at the moment, but it's definitely not fake. But one of the big ones is, I guess people are afraid that afraid of what they're afraid of their own mind, right? So I'm guessing that they think that something in their own mind is going to flash before them. But honestly, everybody I've worked with, and I've been under hypnosis myself, it feels very relaxing. You don't see you don't see any scary images or any ego or trauma that's flashed before you, unless you're wanting that type of therapy and you want it to be brought forward. So I think people are imagining like a horror movie coming on once they go under hypnosis. And it's absolutely not. In fact, it feels like you're super relaxed and that you don't want to move. Not even that you can't. It's kind of like you don't want to because it feels so good.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, Jim, I'm going to interrupt. Becca's volunteering herself to be a guest in the future. She's like, I made a video on hypnosis myths and everything. So she's going to have to share. But I've heard a lot of this stuff where, people think like the CIA MK Ultra Manchurian candidate, you're going to control my mind. And I think, Jim, you were talking, you do a kind of a comedy bit going, hey, but you're going to give me my PIN number and passwords and everything. And you're like, dude, I would not be sitting in this office here. We'd be on an island somewhere with an umbrella.
Exactly.
It's
like I would really be sitting here on a Friday night talking to you people if I could really control minds, right? I mean, no offense to all you fine people that are watching, but really, I believe, my island with Taylor Swift. So that's.
but Dr. Pam, kind of on the note that you spoke to earlier about people tend to be kind of afraid of themselves. It kind of makes me think of friends of mine in law enforcement that go to like domestic violence calls where they're like, hey, all you need to do is give us a statement, tell us what happened, we can get you protection. And people are so wrapped up in that like abusive, relationship, and they cling to that because it's comfortable, where not that you're trying to get somebody out of a dangerous situation in a medical sense, but people are generally resistant to change, where you're trying to be like, hey man, like, or woman, are you that afraid of success? Is the positive change that you could get from this, is that so scary that you're willing to just remain in this mental, personal purgatory?
Yeah. I totally agree. People are afraid of change. People are afraid of things they can't see, but you can't see communication. You can't see emotions. You can't see magnetism. I mean, there's a lot of things we can't see that we can't necessarily study, but it's there, it's powerful, and it's a part of you. So I guess people may not understand that the ability to be hypnotized or go into trance is your innate gift as being a human. So you might as well tap into it. I feel like it's a part of your brain you're not using.
And it's so funny too. I remember, and this has come up, but one consultation specifically, she said, I'd feel a lot better about doing this if there was just some research to back it up. And I'm like, what?
You never heard of the internet? I mean, if it's on the internet, it must be true.
There's thousands of research studies that have shown the effectiveness of hypnosis. And we're not talking about just kind of woo-woo sources. We're talking Stanford and Harvard, major universities. So it's so frustrating. I want to just real quickly though, you made a video. Becca, drop a link. We'd love to share your link with people. And if you want to come on,
great idea.
Talk about the myths sometime. We'd love to have you, or get hypnotized. We've got slow Paxo saying I can do it. Does that mean you want to come on and get hypnotized? If that's the case, just tap the link in the comments. It says you can join us on a live stream. Just tap that link. and you'll be able to join us. So, one of the things too that I find, so we got the research thing. You said something earlier, Hypnogoddess. People think that, I can't remember what you said about it, but it was like they can't be hypnotized. And one of the things that frustrates me is I've had people comment below some of my videos before, like, I tried hypnosis once and it didn't work. Hypnosis is BS. I'm like, really? So you're that narcissistic that you think that because you didn't have the experience, no one else can have that experience.
Right.
And
when was the first time you tried to ride a bike, roller skate?
Exactly. Yeah.
And you just.
And actually, my father, he said when he was younger, he couldn't be hypnotized, and maybe he was going through something, but in his older age, he's been to the office and has been hypnotized. So I tell everyone they can be hypnotized, but maybe not at the moment or at this time in your life, just depending on how much you can focus.
Yeah, I've had clients tell me that they'd gone to a stage show one time and the stage hypnotist told them they couldn't be hypnotized. And I hope that that's not what they said, because it's not true. It just means you couldn't be hypnotized in that moment. But I do think I could see where some hypnotists might have that kind of an ego thing where they're like, oh yeah, you just can't be hypnotized, and that's just not the right attitude, guys. It really wasn't. It really is.
And granted, I've watched you on stage, and you brought me up once or twice, and stage work, depending on the crowd and the atmosphere and whether or not you've had a little bit too much fermentation, I mean, it can be distracting at times.
Oh yeah.
So like you said, some people are like, hey, it's not going to work tonight.
Exactly. Yeah.
You might be better in a therapeutic session where you can just kind of, the stage fright can be kind of a trigger and stuff like that. But Becca, we don't care if it was just your own TikTok. Go ahead and share it. We'll help you out.
I think what she's saying is she can't share it because it's on her TikTok. But I mean, if you don't want to, that's fine too, Becca. But if you wanted to copy the link and drop it over here, we'd love to share that. And we also have, I got Sky Hypnosis over here. My good friend Sean, whose last name I can't seem to say right now. I've said it before, but lots of research to back it up. Sean, we should have you on the show sometime also.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we'll bring Sean on sometime. He's Canadian, but he's all right, though. I don't hold that against him.
We'll give him some maple syrup and a kokanee and call it good.
Yes. Canadians are the best. There's so many naturopathic Canadian doctors.
Jim's worried that Sean might file a formal complaint.
That's right.
So exactly. As far as research, the most compelling research I've put on my Facebook page is that Mike Tyson has spoke about being hypnotized before every fight. And Obama had to be hypnotized in order to stop smoking cigarettes. So people like to hear the sensational research. And that has gotten a few clients for me as well.
Rob Deerdeck from Rob and Big, and then has the Fantasy Factory now. He famously talks about being hypnotized and then using sacred geometry under his bed and stuff like that. I think it's really the key. I think, and the thing is it's if you look at descriptions of even like Beethoven and some of these guys, Edison and stuff, they don't actually mention hypnosis, but they talk about a process which really sounds like it was self-hypnosis. So it goes way back. People use it.
Yeah. Albert Einstein was using trance to solve complex problems. So he was using trance state, which is hypnosis as well.
Yeah.
So somebody asked me about the research once, and it was just kind of in casual conversation and kind of tongue in cheek. I was like, look, there's probably more research and stuff and information on hypnosis and hypnotherapy than there is on COVID.
Yeah.
And we had a little chuckle about that, and they were like, okay, yeah, there's probably something to it.
I may steal that from my post on Facebook.
It is all yours.
Okay. Thank you.
I want everybody to know too. I'm listening to everybody. I'm also over here checking comments. But please don't feel like I'm ignoring you. So Kimberly, the biggest myth I have heard a lot is only so-and-so intelligence can be hypnotized. So it sounds like people that are kind of so intelligent can be hypnotized. What do you guys think?
So I've heard the saying that the more intelligent you are, the more hypnotizable you are, but I don't think that's the right way to say it. I think it's maybe the more focused you can be, the
Yeah.
more hypnotizable. I do know they say the more creative, the more that you use your imagination, the more you can get into hypnosis. But honestly, I've seen great hypnotists work logical minded people down and get them into hypnosis. It might have took longer than others, but I would
Yeah.
never say a certain group of people as far as intellect.
Well, it's funny because a lot of people have this idea that you have to be dumb to be hypnotized. I'm too smart to be hypnotized. And that's not true. You don't have to. You don't. But then hypnotists kind of turned it around and actually you have to be intelligent. And that's not true either. You don't have to be intelligent. You don't have to be stupid. But if you're really stupid, you can't be hypnotized. But I mean, really, really stupid. I mean,
Right.
and I mean actually medically.
I would say to the point where if you lack the ability to follow simple instructions,
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
If you can have a 5 or 8-year-old, follow directions and they end up barking like a chicken,
Right.
ask me how I know.
Right.
Right.
Being a hypnotic subject is not exactly rocket surgery.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And so, but what I do find, Dr. Pam, is that I won't even say more intelligent people, but I'll say more analytical people can struggle to get into hypnosis. And a lot of them, one of the things, and I actually pitched a talk to talk about doing hypnosis for analyticals at next year's Hypno Thoughts, because I do find it more challenging. And one of the things is oftentimes they won't even come to us because they just think it's all BS. They're very analytical and they haven't taken the time to see there is actually research. But when you get one that's open-minded enough, you have to use certain techniques. You can't just do the regular old, you're walking on a beach kind of a thing, because it's kind of difficult for them because they're analyzing every little bit. So it just really does, like you said, it just takes longer sometimes. That's all. But you can still be hypnotized. You just have to figure out the right path for you. That's all.
Now, I will say, really inebriated, intoxicated people can't not be hypnotized. This is what I've known. This is what I've
see also the lack of ability to follow instructions.
Right. This is what I've experienced on the street. If someone's been drinking too much or something like that, they're extremely hard. It's not even worth it.
And you can also tell them, like, look, this is a safety thing.
Yeah.
If you fall down and break your face, and there's kind of an ethical and even a liability stuff that you just don't want to go down.
Right.
Yeah.
So as much as we love stage and whatnot, the drunk people, we should not hypnotize them.
True. Sean says, number one, he'd be honored to be on the show. And then it's and he spells it the wrong Canadian way, with an OU, weirdo. And he focus is the key, is what he says, and that's true. Focus is the key. Although if you can't focus, we can help you to focus, so you don't have to worry. So if you say, I can't focus, we'll help you to focus. So
I carry around a bigger hammer. You can always just be like, and focus.
Exactly.
I mean, true.
Exactly. So she was just saying, I guess, saying the common myths, like it's fake and it's magical. Yeah. If it worked like they show it works in the movies, then none of us would spend any time doing anything except hanging out on islands and stealing people's money. I mean, it's kind of silly to think that we can control people's minds. And really, there's a lot of hypnotists out there struggling to make their business work. So they would definitely turn to other techniques. Do you use yes/no sets, and are they effective? Are you familiar with that, Pam?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't use them every time, but for someone who seems a little distracted when I first meet them, I like to just get their attention by asking them a bunch of questions. So, I would say yes, I do. Yes, I do use yes/no sets. Are they effective? What do you mean? Yes. I think so.
If it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid.
Exactly. That's for sure. All right, guys. Well, All right. Kimberly's getting banned from my page. Somebody hypnotized her to say that pineapple on pizza is yummy, which we all know is untrue.
Oh, man. I'm glad you
Russian
agreed.
disinformation.
Yes.
So nobody here likes pineapple on pizza, right? We're good.
Brian, don't let me down.
I mean, if pineapple can take the shape and flavor of bacon, it belongs on pizza. Other than that, pineapple can.
All right. Yeah, good.
We're good.
Yeah. I got two friends, not frenemies. Fantastic.
Yes.
All right. Are you guys ready to do some hypnosis?
I'm so ready.
Yeah. All right. So we've got 31 Miss Love. I'm not sure how this is going to go. We'll bring her on. Hey, Miss Love. Hey, Tori. Good, guys. Hey, look, we're going to be doing some hypnosis right now. So, what's that? Hold on. What's that? What's that? What?
Driving.
Yeah, we're doing some hypnosis. I can't really talk to you individually. Just watch, and if you want to get hypnotized, you'll get hypnotized. You never know what you're going to get over here on TikTok. So, hey, I love you guys joining me, but I can't really take time out to chat individually unless you come on the live stream.
And I thought to get hypnotized.
Was going to do that. What's better, pocket watch or pendulum? And if you're listening on my TikTok, hypnosis will work better if you're listening instead of talking.
Yes, I will listen.
Okay, good. What's better, pocket watch or pendulum? Who likes to do those? Anybody?
So, Miss Becca, I feel like a pocket watch is better because it's heavier and the pendulum swings too fast and it's hard for me to slow it down.
Cool.
That's the only reason why. You can swing anything, your keys, an earring, they'll go to sleep.
Yeah.
My inner 12-year-old is giggling right now.
Yeah.
And she kind of want to join. I'm going to drop you over here because you keep asking questions. I told you we can't really, not really doing that right now.
Oh, Becca, I would invite you to come along and just join us. You can kind of be the star of the show. And we were talking, the three of us beforehand, where the challenge for me when I'm doing hypnosis kind of like this is that there's nobody to have any sort of feedback. And if we have somebody on, everybody else gets to see that it's not just us talking into a camera going, this woogie woogie stuff, and that it actually adds to the entertainment value. So I would encourage you to come along. You're more than welcome to. If not, that's okay too.
Cool.
But if we do come on, I promise you're going to have fun.
Mm-hmm. And if you are nervous, we can do a progressive, or we can just relax.
Yeah, we can absolutely do a slow, like progressive type thing. We'll also do fractionation for you. We know how much you like that, Becca. I just want to mention the pendulum and the pocket watch real quick. I can't talk to you guys on TikTok. I don't know why you keep talking. Keep telling you we're not doing that. I'm trying to turn the volume down, but they're still going. I don't know how to get rid of them. Maybe right there. Good. Okay. Sorry, no offense, but I can't talk to you guys because I'm trying to do a show here. So if you wanna watch and get hypnotized, awesome. And if you don't, then that's awesome too. So I want to talk about pocket watches and pendulums. So for some of you out there, they're not necessary. They're just a way to get you to focus on an object, and we can do the same thing. We have many ways of getting into hypnosis. On stage, I usually have a pocket watch with me just for luck and for fun. Anyway, so I think we're ready to get started. Becca says she might join. Okay. If you do, great. If you don't, that's cool too.
Come on, Jim. You got to just full-blown yoga.
Take care of you, Becca.
Do or do not. There is no try. There is no might. It's like, okay, how about we do this, Jim?
Somebody hop on.
We're just going to sit here and be quiet until Becca just makes up her mind.
No, because I don't need anybody, Brian. I don't. So I know you really want somebody to join to have somebody to look at, but we don't need it.
It's more of the entertainment value.
We can imagine it. Yeah, absolutely. It's much more entertaining and exciting for people to watch. But I don't want to put a whole lot of pressure on poor Becca. Although we'll fix it with the hypnosis.
Jim, she's got like however many thousands of followers on TikTok. I don't think.
Oh my goodness.
she will learn us a few things on social media.
Absolutely.
Okay, add me on TikTok.
Because everybody has value. Don't forget that.
And is it straight up just Hypno Goddess on TikTok?
It's Hypno Goddess Isis, but I think if you type in Hypno Goddess, you could find me as well.
Yeah, she's got a lot of great videos on there doing the street hypnosis and everything. So I don't want to keep people waiting. I want to jump right into this. Becca, if you decide to join us, just click the link and we'll bring you on later, but we're going to get started. Anybody else who wants to join us, if you're watching on TikTok or something, you have to come over to my YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/YouTube. You should see the live video going and we'll get you on. I don't know how to add you.
youtube.com/Jim Kellner.
Yeah. I didn't say that? Okay. Yeah, youtube.com/Jim Kellner. Also, you can come on live on TikTok, but it won't be the same. I will be doing just straight up live TikTok videos with hypnosis in the near future, but for right now, we're doing it this way. All right. Hypno Goddess, would you like to do us the honor or would you like me to start?
So there are people on TikTok right now listening in and
yes, listening and watching. We've got 31 Miss Love. We've got Tori Kirst. We've also got Kimberly and Sean. A lot of people watching.
I don't mind starting with an eye lock, or you can start and then I can do an eye lock. Okay.
That's great. I love eye lock. One of my favorites.
Cool. So everyone who's listening right now, I want you to find something to stare at. Mm-hmm. Find a focal point. I want you to stare at that point. And as you're listening to my voice, you will notice that your eyelids will start to get heavy. And as you're staring at that focal point, your mind will start to focus more on its breath, on your breath. And I want you to imagine those eyelids getting super, super heavy, sort of like big, heavy curtains at a theater coming down on the stage. And I want you to take deep breaths in and deep breaths out at your own pace, staring at that focal point, allowing any noises around you to comfort you, being very relaxed, allowing those eyelids to get heavier and heavier. Staring at that focal point, you may feel your eyelids flutter. And that's just you becoming more relaxed, deeper and deeper into your body. And the more you think about staring at this focal point, the heavier and heavier those eyelids will get. Heavier and heavier those eyelids will get. And the more that you think about it, the even heavier that they will come. I want you to imagine all the muscles around your forehead and temple becoming soft. Relax your jaw. Relax your face. And just allow those eyelids to drift all the way down comfortably. Now, if those eyelids have not fully closed, I want you to go ahead and close them for me and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And I want you to imagine that those eyelids are completely locked. You have a great imagination. I want you to imagine that those eyelids are completely locked now. And the more and more and more that you think that you can open these eyelids, you will not be able to do them. And I want you to squint your eyes really, 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 really tight. Squint, squint, squint. Keep your eyes locked, but look up at your third eye. Keep those eyes locked. Squint hard as you can. Take a deep breath in. And in a moment, when you try to open those eyelids, you will not be able to. Take another deep breath in out. One more. And when you blow this breath out, as soon as you attempt to open your eyes, you will not be able to open them. This went really hard. Try to open them and they are completely locked. Now you cannot open them. I want you to try. And the more that you try, you will not be able to open them. Now, if that worked for you and your eyelids are locked, I want you to relax your face, allow all those muscles to melt around your face. Just relax even deeper and deeper and deeper. Relax with those eyelids closed and just calm your breathing. Pay attention to your breath. So, Jim.
Yeah. That's fabulous. I got mine locked.
They did.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. Good job. Good job. Did you bring them back yet?
No, they should still be eyelids locked. If it worked for you, I mean, let us know.
Yeah. So on the count of 3, just find that your eyelids will open. They may be a little bit sticky because they're pretty stuck shut right now. 1, as you start to bring in more energy into the eyes, they start to feel energized, feeling really good. 2, coming back, maybe moving your body around a little bit. 3, eyes open, wide awake, feeling really, really good. Eyes opening, no problem. Now, if that worked for you, drop a comment down below. Let us know. Let us know what that was like. Now, if it didn't work, that's fine too. Let us know. We love to know, because as we've talked about, not everyone can experience hypnosis and hypnotic phenomena, because they're 2 separate things. You can't experience it every single time in every situation. I know Becca just said that she couldn't talk. It's early in the morning there for her, so she'd probably feel uncomfortable. And so it might be a little bit more difficult for her, for instance. So yeah, just let us know what it was like. Tori Kirst can let us know what it was like for you. Actually, let me bring you on. I'll bring you on. I'll talk to you. Corey, how are you?
Corey.
Good. I'm going to turn this around so we can everybody can see you. Can you? I don't know where what are you seeing now? Just the back of the room? Tori, what are you seeing? Okay. So what was the experience like for you?
I see you, ma'am.
Yeah. Well, during the hypnosis, what was the experience like for you?
I mean, my eyes did lock, but the whole time I was like conscious. I knew what I was doing, but I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
Cool. Yeah, I know you're looking at the lamp, but I wanted to turn you around so that the other guests, the other hosts could see you. Have you tried hypnosis before?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, awesome. Cool. I'm gonna turn you back around so you can see that.
3 years ago.
3
years ago, I did hypnosis.
3 years ago, she had hypnosis before.
And I was hypnotized. It was actually, I think it was like a prom or something, but yeah, I was hypnotized and I got up and danced in front of a bunch of classmates and acted like an animal and things like that. But
Cool.
The whole time I knew what I was doing, but I just could not do it.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to convey all that to everybody. Thanks, Tori. So Tori says that 3 years ago she was hypnotized like at a prom or something. I do a lot of those, so I may come to your school if you're out there. So she got hypnotized at a prom, and she remembers dancing around and being like an animal. Kimberly, you're there?
Yes, I am.
Nice to see you, Kimberly. How are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. No, my eyes locked, and it was pretty unique, so it was pretty nice.
Awesome.
I'm glad that worked for you. It really shows the power of your mind. Like if you can do that, you can do it almost anything.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. And I think it's very interesting how the last person said that they can hear everything, they know what they're doing, but they just kind of can't. So some people have that double awareness.
Mm-hmm.
And, depending on how deep of a hypnotic session we do, some people have complete amnesia.
And that's one of the things I get a lot, where they're like, I heard every word that you said and I knew exactly what was going on, but I have I can't tell you anything of what you told me. Or like, I felt like I was flying on a cloud and best day ever. Kimberly, do you have video access, or are you just audio only today?
I can't. I can't figure out how to get my camera to turn around. I'm on my phone, so it's one of those.
Fair enough.
We saw you for a moment there. I don't know what happened.
It might say if you want to access. There may have been a thing where it just says join with audio only or audio and video, but there you are.
Hey,
Welcome,
Kimberly.
Bam.
Hey there.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hello. I got a brand new puppy, and she's sitting on my porch. So,
Oh,
come here, Cece.
we got to see her. Let's see her.
Hey, Cece. Nope. I'm gonna go get Dad.
Hey, I want to
Is
say
that a little
thank you
pit bull, or-
I'm sorry.
for watching. Go ahead.
I'm
Was that
sorry.
a pit bull puppy?
No, she's border collie. She has some pit and Great Dane.
You have your hands full.
I do, yes. Matter of fact, I got rid of a whole bunch of teenagers recently and had to get the puppy to help compensate. So.
Flog that inner masochist, you.
No comment.
So, how do you think hypnotherapy could help you, maybe in the future, or?
Well, I've done some hypnotherapy with Jim before, dealing with smoking and with some other sixth sense requests, and it's been mind blowing with the experiences that I've been having, especially with the sixth sense stuff lately. So,
Okay.
Would you? Do you mind? And because I wasn't going to bring it up. I wasn't confidentiality. But since you've mentioned it, do you feel comfortable telling the story about that? Because it's such a unique experience for me as a practitioner. I've never worked with anybody for something like that before. I think it'd be interesting to hear your story.
Well, it started out with when I was really little. I probably 3-4 years old. Those really old Asian dolls and like the gold dresses and holding those big old poofy shields and whatnot. Sort of, I guess, something you'd see out of the 60s or 70s. And my first experience was seeing it change, the shield changing hands. And it really freaked me out pretty bad. It's the last thing I ever really remember ever happening. And we bought a house. My husband and I bought a house about 20 years ago. And then all of a sudden he started having some experiences, and my daughter was having experiences. And then my baby toddler was having some experiences, and I wasn't. I was getting the after effects of everything. I was the one that was seeing the kitchen cabinet doorknobs laying on my kitchen countertop instead of them being where they needed to be. Well, I asked Jim to help lighten up the brain pan a little bit so I can start having some kind of experience. And so far we've heard music boxes, like ballerina dancer style slow crank music boxes. Matter of fact, not too long ago, and it was in broad daylight. It was about 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, and here in Spokane, that's still pretty dead quiet around here. There was my wine glasses up on my top shelf started making this humming sound, and it lasted for about 45 seconds, long enough for me to be able to go get my phone, record it, and there's nothing that was happening to cause it to happen. I've seen a couple of entities. I thought one was my granddaughter, but had dark hair, and there's been I ended up having a medium come into my house to find out what was going on with it, just because now I know what everybody else is seeing or hearing. And I've had a number of different experiences just because I think there was a part of my mind that just locked it out from before. So
that's really interesting, because the last time we talked, it was still all auditory for you. So it's interesting that more things are unlocking. And like I told Kimberly, I mean, I had never done anything like that before, and I wasn't sure if it would work. I told you, I said, I don't know if this will work. I'm not sure if we can do that with hypnosis, but it had a really profound effect and changed a lot of, made you feel better about a lot of things in your life. So I think that was such a wonderful thing to work on.
Oh yeah, it was definitely something that was really special. It was my teenager. She recently moved out, and she's extreme sensitive, and she can't turn it off. And she asked me how I can't hear it. But I wrote down a description of what I had seen a couple of, no, I guess it was now I guess it's about 3 weeks ago, and I had her describe to me some of her issues that she was having upstairs, and she described verbally to me what I had written down. So I know that we're on the same wavelength at that part of it. So it's something that I hadn't gotten the chance to do before. So yeah, it's making a connection. There's more of a communication now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I still, I think, hypnosis is such an interesting and amazing tool. I really don't know what the limits of it are. I really don't. So that's why I tell clients, I say, hey, let's try. Sometimes I don't know. I mean, if it's something, smoking or weight loss or stress, of course, yeah, we know we've got a proven track record, but things like that, let's give it a try. Let's see. So I'm glad that happened.
Jim, you're going to hypnotize me to pick winning lotto tickets or numbers. All right. That's where we're going to go next.
I'm sorry. Mai would be at the front of that list. Believe me. she would kill me if I let anybody else win. Hey, Brian.
I saw you first, though, Jim.
That's a good point. I'll tell her. I'll tell you said that, Brian. I'm sure that'll go over well. Hey, Brian. Since we've got someone on the air with us now, do you want to do the next routine?
I can give it a shot. I mean, I definitely defer to Hypno Goddess if she wants to kind of flex her muscles and everything.
What do you think, Hypno?
We can. We all three can go at it.
Yeah, why don't you start us off, Hypno Goddess, and then we can kind of go into Brian, and then maybe I'll come in and do some stuff.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, Kimberly, are you somewhere safe where you can set your phone down? But you just got your eyes locked, right?
Yeah, she just had her eyes locked.
Okay.
We got to unmute her.
She keeps getting muted for some reason. I got her off again.
Okay.
So if you want to sit down somewhere, Kimberly, then we can do some more stuff with you right here live.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Cool. All right.
Cool.
And if you're out there watching, just follow the simple instructions, and you'll experience hypnosis as well, most likely.
So I don't know how much people on TikTok will be able to do this one, because Kimberly, you're gonna stare at my hand here. See my hand?
Yep.
And please don't do this if you're driving or moving around. Sit down or lay down somewhere, everybody.
All right. I just want you to get all relaxed and cozy. Feeling good, feeling great, online with your friend Jim. I want you to stare at my hand right here. And when your eyes are locked to my fingers, which they will be in just a moment, you'll start to feel your eyelids getting a little drowsy. And as my hand starts to ball into a fist, you may just want to relax and let go, allowing those eyelids to fall into themselves like big, soft clouds, drifting, falling, relaxing, feeling great. Allowing those eyelids to lay like big, heavy curtains, and allowing all the muscles around those eyelids to soften and to relax and just be easy. Allowing those eyelids to fall heavy, allowing them to relax and rest on themselves. And when my hand goes into a complete fist, those eyelids will be completely locked now. And while those eyelids are completely locked, I want you to take 3 big, deep breaths in and out at your own pace. letting go of any stress for the day. Lightening your load. Maybe allowing your chest to fall, your chin to fall into your chest. Just relaxing. Letting your body do it at once. Last big deep breath. Hold it all the way in, all the way, and sleep. All the way down. Relaxing deeper and deeper. Falling, drifting, falling softer. Relaxing, folding in more into yourself, into a wonderful, relaxing, soft, beautiful, and safe place. Now, at the count of 3, I'm going to have you open your eyes, and you're going to feel 10 times better than you did before, and you're going to tell us about your experience, and you're going to feel invigorated and just feeling like the best that you can feel in your best self. So at the count of 3, I'm going to have you open your eyes. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes. Hey. Welcome back. So I just wanted to do a little demo, and we just put you to sleep. Yeah.
It definitely feels like it's like I need some coffee.
Oh,
Were you too relaxed?
Well, I'm hearing this chihuahua or something off in the background, which I hear all night anyhow. I'm thinking, oh, this is pretty good. I need to stay okay.
Is there anything else you want to feel like? You want to feel?
No, not at this point. I mean, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling.
oh, this is going to be fun, Kimberly. With your what's that's going to be your right hand closest to the screen. Turn it facing you, and hold it kind of up. And I want you to stare at the tip of your middle finger. And as I snap, I just want you to just relax. And as you relax, you're just going to feel your hand getting closer and closer, just right to the middle between your eyes and between your forehead. And as I snap, it's just going to just drift and fall closer and closer to you. It's just going to be little magnets just pulling in. And as you get closer, you're going to feel more relaxed. And the more relaxed you are, the closer it's going to get. And you're going to feel it pulling tighter, more relaxed, going faster and faster, faster, closer to your face. And as soon as it touches your forehead, just close your eyes and good night's sleep, relax, drifting, dropping, falling, feeling just absolutely safe. Everything is beautiful, wonderful. Yesterday was gone. Tomorrow is 1,000 miles away. And the only sound that matters is the sound of my voice. All other sounds are just going to contribute to your relaxation. And on the count of 3, you're just going to open your eyes. You're going to sit back up feeling wide aware and feeling just absolutely wonderful. On the count of 1, 2, and 3, wide aware. Open your eyes wide. Hi, welcome back. How was that? Hypnotized yourself.
Okay.
Hashtag mind blown.
That was pretty quick. I wasn't expecting that one.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's what she said.
But,
Anyway.
Oh man,
Kimberly, you're not the first woman, probably won't be the last.
Oh, I mean, I have to say, there was something I saw not too long ago. It was about this guy on a treadmill, and she's like, I really have to give it to you guys. 2 minutes is a really long time.
No, but before I forget, I'm going to pay some wages out to Alexa, joining us all the way from Serbia. I can't even imagine what time of morning it is over there, but
it's like 6 days from now or something there.
Yeah, opposite side of the planet. we are it's like super grateful to have you on. Let's see, Becca felt her hand getting closer.
Mm-hmm. Good.
But
Becca, long-time listener. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Alexa says we get 5% of the lotto if she wins it.
Yeah. Right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Let's try one more thing. Kimberly, take a big deep breath in and exhale out and sleep. Good night. Just relax. And 1, 2, 3, wide aware. Come back to us. Hi, welcome back.
Pretty good, Brian.
From another phone.
Oh man.
Who-
Thanks
who-
for participating, Kimberly. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yes, definitely. It does. It makes a big difference when we have somebody to look at.
Yeah.
And everybody else gets to see that, you know, Kimberly, I've never met
Oh.
you before. I have no idea where you live or anything like that. And for someone to just, you know, yay, follow directions. And Jim tells me that I've got a voice for hypnosis and a face for radio.
I can agree on that. And Alexa, sorry, it's like Alec. It's like Alec, not. I thought it was Alexa, like Amazon. I'm sorry.
Well, that's kind of the phonetic. Oh,
Hey, we got
somebody
Becca
else.
here too. Oh,
Oh,
she went away.
who
She's here for a minute.
who joined us and then ran off?
It was Becca. She was here, I think, for a second, then got disconnected or something.
oh goodness.
Oh, she'll come back.
Yeah. So, Kimberly, I guess in the future, if you'd like, we'll work on getting rid. So instead of making you hear the supernatural stuff, we'll take away the Chihuahua sound in the background.
Between the Chihuahua and the hound dog that normally starts around 3 a.m., that would be great.
See, I approached the issue as if a filter had been implanted, and we worked on just removing that filter, and had really marvelous results with it.
Yeah, I was getting to the point where I was about ready to see if I was bound in one way or another, because I know that there's a history in my family of some form of sixth sense, and everybody but me has this really nifty ability. And I was thinking I was maybe bound and was going to need to go do some ritualistic type stuff to be able to see if there was something I could do. And there's now that I've gotten a couple of visual experiences, and Mike and I can hear, since the teenagers moved out, there's nothing upstairs whatsoever. And periodically we hear those little stupid bouncy balls going across the floor. So, and I would never have heard that before, but it's pretty neat. So,
so Kimberly, funny little anecdote. My ex-girlfriend's mother, when my ex-girlfriend and I were living together, she was like, "Oh, my mom's super spiritual into this, stuff." And when her mom passed, she was like, "Oh, I hear my mom's spirit and everything." So every now and then I just run around the house and just like flip a family photo around backwards, or like move something out of place, and I blame it on the late mother. So we did that for a couple years.
That's why she's ex-girlfriend.
we were at a barbecue and somebody brought that up. They're like, "Brian, you got to tell that story." And they got super caught up in the moment, and they didn't realize that she's sitting next to me, and she's like, "Tell me the story." And I was like, "Oh."
Hey,
Don't worry. You don't have to talk, Becca. We're going to bring you on, but you don't have to talk.
Yep.
You just be. She can't talk, but we're gonna have her on anyway.
So before Kimberly leaves, I want to try to help her out a little bit.
Sure.
Okay. So Kimberly, I'm gonna have you stare at my hand again. Get comfy.
Actually, watch this real fast. Hey, Becca, we're gonna put you on hold. Okay, sleep. Good night. She's.
Oh, Becca's not. Oh, thank you. And every time we say the word sleep, you're going to fall 10 times even deeper. Whenever you hear us say the word and you hear me clap my hands, whenever we say the word sleep, you fall down deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into yourself. Now, you and I both know that silence is not silence, that silence is actually something that you can hear. So whenever you don't want to hear completely anything, we know that that is not true. But whenever you hear the little chihuahua, whenever you hear the little dog, whenever you try to tune in and hear even harder, the more and more and more that barking is going to go away. The more and more attention that you pay towards this dog noises that you hear in the background, the more and more they'll dissipate. You won't be able to tune in. You won't be able to hear what it is at all, and it'll just become sort of like some static that blends in with the background. Whenever you hear me say the word sleep, deeper and deeper and deeper, you'll go deeper inside of yourself, realizing whenever you hear a dog noise, whenever you tune into it, it will slowly dissipate and disappear from your mind, from your ears, and you will not hear it at all. If you hear everything I'm saying, I want you to nod your head for me right now, please. All right, and I'm going to walk you up 5 stairs. And when you get to that top stair, whenever you hear a dog noise, it'll suddenly just disappear. And you may hear it for a second, but it'll just be completely gone. It won't be annoying to you at all. Walking up the stairs, starting at stair number 1, walking up those stairs, feeling lighter and lighter. 2, coming back into the room. 3, 4, feeling great, elated. Can't wait to actually test this out because you absolutely know it's going to work. And 4 and 5, walking to the top stair, opening your eyes, feeling absolutely great, and coming back to the room with us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hopefully that helped you forever or for a while until you see Jim again.
You're right.
Yeah. No chihuahua noise.
What's that? Kimberly? Also, Hypnogoddess, please, will you drop your website down, your social media contacts in the comments there?
Let me see. I don't think I can write. Can I write in the comments here? I don't
Yeah,
think
you should be.
Okay.
You should be able to.
I'm not able to.
I'm not able to.
If she messages you, and then you can post the link, and it should go across all the platforms.
Basically, I'm a hypno goddess on every platform.
Oh.
So.
And real
Go ahead.
Oh, we've got our a guest from Serbia was asking, saying I have an Elvis Presley kind of voice. Well, thank you very much.
You do.
Yep.
She's asking where I'm from. I'm originally from Southern California, San Diego specifically, so the southwest of the United States. And then, Becca's back.
Becca's back.
It's like 0-30 in the morning over there, so we definitely appreciate you having the effort to stay up and
hang out.
It's like a Friday night rave with Jim, only without the lights, and my voice will be the drum and bass and whatnot. But
right,
I know every time you hear my voice now and everything, and like little silly snaps, you start feeling like all super giggly and everything right now. So, and the more you giggle, the more you relax. And the more you're relaxed, the more fun you're gonna have, and you're just gonna smile just like a clown, just ear to ear, feeling just absolutely amazing. And it's just kind of funny how that works. And then if I take just a quick break from Becca, but you're still gonna keep laughing and everything, we go to Kimberly and just go, Kimberly, shut off, good night. And then Kimberly, come back to us. Thank you. Hi, welcome back. Feeling amazing. And then Becca's just got a, best day ever. But yeah, Kimberly, I had no idea. I snapped earlier and you dropped down when Hypnogoddess was working with you. And I was like, whoops. But,
yeah, thanks for the tag team there. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah. You're not the first woman and won't be the last to tell me that.
Oh, goodness. Brian is on a roll tonight.
Oh, dark veteran humor filled with sugar and caffeine.
Oh, goodness.
But
hey, let me jump in here real quick. I want to answer this question. So Alexa, yeah, you definitely can join. Just click the link if you're somewhere where you can see the link. Click it. Otherwise, I can't bring you on. Any chance of a recommendation for hypnosis for Tourette's? Well, here's the thing. I don't know. I mean, it seems like you speak good English, but it might be better to work with somebody in your native language. I don't know. I don't know anybody right offhand in Serbia that does hypnotherapy, but you could Google that. Hypnotherapy, Serbia. A lot of us are happy to work with you on Zoom, but I don't know that the language may get in the way. I don't know. It's very, very effective for Tourette's. One of the problems, most things that humans deal with, most of the problems that we deal with, really the root of them are stress. Stress is the devil. It makes us drink more, smoke more, kick the dog, get in fights with our spouses, all that stuff. It also exacerbates the effects of Tourette's and things like that. So just by reducing your stress level, you're going to see some immediate relief with some of the symptoms. And then with continued work, you may get complete remission. All right, back to the show.
Kind of a non-thing or non-medical thing would be like, what's triggering it and to what extent, is it affecting you? Keep track of that and to see if you can find a common deal there. But no, that's but we're back, Jim. You haven't done any stuff tonight.
I haven't.
I'm like a laugher now, just feeling amazing.
Jim's the teacher. He's taking a day off.
Yeah. That's...
no, I'm learning tonight. This is awesome. Yeah. I love it.
I think this is one of
we call it reverse classroom when the students teach the teacher.
That's right. Exactly. Great. What do you guys want to do next? Who's got?
All right,
how's TikTok looking? We still got people on TikTok there.
Oh, I let TikTok go because Brian said there was some audio feedback going on. We got a lot of views and stuff though.
Oh,
I'm gonna go on their live. It was frustrating too because they don't understand. I can't talk to them. They kept trying to talk to me, and I'm going. I can't talk to you. I'm over on here. So that was challenging. All right, let's do something. Kimberly, Becca, you guys want to do something fun? Nod your head, yes. Sure. Awesome, cool. All right, so let's just do something kind of fun like this. Come on, just bring your hands together and lock your fingers, and then put your thumbs over like this. And I want you to just lock them, and I want you to and then bring them up above your head, so that you're looking directly at that thumb. I want you to look directly at that thumb. And I want you to imagine now that the hands are becoming one. Imagine them getting tighter and tighter and tighter. In a moment, I'm going to count from 3 down to 1. I want them to get progressively tighter. As you begin to imagine, you can feel me squeezing some super glue into there. So 3, feeling them getting tighter. 2, uncomfortably tight, perhaps. 1, so tight that the fingers are turning white, but you don't notice that because you're looking completely, solely focused on that thumb, only the thumb. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. The moment that I say 3, I want you to try to pull your hands apart, but find that you just can't pull them apart. In fact, the harder you try to pull them, the more locked they become, because right now they're becoming welded together. They're becoming one. Even in your mind, you can be thinking, they're solid, they are solid, they are solid. And so as I say 1, lock them down one last time. 2, if you're watching at home, the same thing. The harder you try to pull them apart, I know you may even already be trying to pull them apart. They just don't want to come apart. 3, the harder you try to pull them apart, the more locked they become. Try to pull them apart, and they don't want to come. They do not want to come apart. The harder you try, the more locked they become. 3, 2, 1, sleep. Relax all the way down, relaxing, collapsing, all the way down, relaxing, collapsing. The hands come apart and float gently down to your lap, just relaxing, collapsing, the whole body just melting now. Imagining, feeling this wave of relaxation going from the top of your head all the way down to the bottoms of your feet. I want you to go deep down inside and find that part of yourself that needs something. That part of you that needs something, that maybe you need peace or happiness or forgiveness or kindness, that thing that you need in your life. And what I want you to do now is I want you to really focus on that one thing. And there may be something that you want to focus on next time, but for this time, focus solely on one thing. And I want you to notice the color of that one thing right there deep inside of you. Maybe it's at your heart, and it starts to glow, and it starts to fill your entire body with that color. It's that one special color that represents that one thing that you need in your life right now. And I want you to notice that sometimes things happen outside of awareness, and there's nothing else to think about but the sound of my voice. And I want you to feel the power of that thing that you need as it moves all the way through your entire existence, physically, mentally, emotionally, perhaps even spiritually. And then I want you to focus on your hand. I want you to focus on whichever hand feels the lightest right now. One of those hands feels a little bit lighter than the other. And what you're going to notice as that hand that feels lighter begins to rise with every breath that you take, you start to feel that thing that you needed. You start to feel full. You start to feel like you're achieving that thing. You're getting that thing, that kindness, that love, that hope, whatever it is. And as that hand rises higher and higher now, yes, every snap making it go higher and higher, and you're feeling more full, more satisfied, noticing that that need is being met as that hand continues to go higher and higher all by itself, raising, lifting, going higher and higher. Feel yourself, that part of you inside that needed something that's being filled right now. The higher that hand goes, the more filled you feel. And when you're absolutely certain that you're full, that you have what you need, that hand will drift right back down to your lap. And you'll notice a great big smile on your face. And then when you're ready, your eyes will open and you'll feel differently. Good. Good. What was that like for you? Good? Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. We all need something, don't we?
Let me try something here.
Yeah.
So, all right. Becky and Kimberly, on the count of 3, you guys are just going to take a nice big deep breath in, feeling absolutely amazing. So 1, 2, 3, big deep breath in. And sleep, drifting, dropping, falling, deeper down. So the only sounds that matter right now is the sound of my voice, and any instruction that I give you becomes your truth, your life, temporarily until I give you back to reality. So both of you guys nod your heads if you understand me. Very good. You guys are being great. So 1, 2, 3, come back wide aware for me, looking at the screen and everything. So Becca and Kimberly, both of you guys this is going to be a teamwork exercise here. And Becca, you're going to be able to watch the screen and everything. And I want you to take your right hand, and there's going to be just some imaginary temporary super glue and everything on it. And you're going to stick your hand to your forehead, and you're going to find that it's stuck. It cannot come off right now. The harder you try to pull it off, it is not coming off. And now the only way that you can stick it or unstick it is, Kimberly, you need to go and use the magic key. Your finger is going to go in your ear, and as soon as you turn that magic key in your ear, Becca's hand comes unstuck. But yours is going to be, the key is going to be stuck in the lock. So, Kimberly, we need you to unstick Becca right now. It's not going to. Now you got to lean forward into the camera a little bit so she can see, and then turn that key, and Becca's hand comes unstuck. All right, Becca, is your hand free now? Outstanding. And Kimberly, you can't pull your finger out of your ear because the key is stuck in the lock. And it can't come out. The harder you try, it's just not coming out. It's just stuck and stuck. And 3, 2, 1, go ahead and unlock yourself right now. And find that you're just absolutely feeling wonderful. So another big deep breath in for me. 1, 2, 3, and sleep, drifting, dropping, falling deeper down, feeling absolutely amazing. And now every time that you hear Jim mention Hypnogoddess, you guys are just going to absolutely giggle uncontrollably. Becca, you're not going to make any noise, but you're going to make it very well known that you are laughing internally. And Kimberly, you can laugh and howl as hard and as loud as you want. So open your eyes on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Coming back to me wide aware, feeling absolutely awake and refreshed and amazing and everything. So Jim, I just sent you over some links. We'll probably have you post them.
Yeah, so I posted the link. So if you want to get a hold of Hypnogoddess, you can find her over on. You can find her over on Facebook. You can also find Hypnogoddess over on Instagram. And where else can you find Hypnogoddess at? Somewhere else. Oh, TikTok. Yeah, over on TikTok, you can find Hypnogoddess on all those platforms. She's so funny. Really, if you need to get any help with anything, I want to thank Hypnogoddess for being on the show tonight.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
And Kimberly and Becca, 1, 2, 3, and drifting, dropping, falling asleep right now, drifting down, having absolutely fun today. So we are erasing all suggestions and everything like that. But since you guys were so awesome tonight in joining us and super helpful, I think this is probably the best show we've ever had. I want to give a gift to you guys to show our appreciation. So having my sound of the sound of my voice being the only thing that matters right now, when we bring you guys back up, I want you to imagine a stress or something that's been bothering you, a fear and anxiety. And over the course of the next coming days, weeks, months, and even through the rest of the year, you're going to feel yourself overcoming those. You're going to feel those stresses and anxieties just released from your life. And now I want you to focus on a goal, a single goal that you'd like to achieve. And you're going to feel that just manifesting the positiveness. And every day that you get up in the morning, you're doing the right things and you're just feeling, pleasure, positivity, lighter than air. So we're going to count you back from 5 all the way down to 1. So 5, kind of wiggling your hands and toes. 4, kind of rolling your shoulders out a little bit like that, just kind of relaxing. 3, feeling yourself kind of coming back to stuff and life itself. And with 2, with the exception of the suggestions that I gave you, everything is returned to normal. And 1, opening up your eyes, wide aware, feeling just refreshed and awake and super awesome. And
thanks, guys.
It's been absolutely wonderful. You guys are going to be the reason that more people are going to want to come and join us and come on the live streams and everything like that. And that's the value that you guys are bringing this evening. And we truly thank you guys for that. And Hypnogoddess, I mean, you've got a wealth of information. Becca may not have left the Hypnogoddess suggestion, but it's all right. We'll run with that and just.
No, I think she's okay.
Oh,
Becca, you good? Good?
She's amazing.
Becca, thanks for getting past your fear and joining us tonight. I hope to see you next time as well. I'm going to let you go now. Kimberly, thank you also, and thank you so much for showing or telling your story, the hypnotherapy story. I really appreciate that.
You bet.
Thanks, Kimberly. I hope you join us again sometime.
Thanks.
Hope to see you again, Kimberly.
Hope to see you too. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. All right. Guys, that was really fun tonight.
That was. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time I was like, hey, we did intercontinental hypnosis. We had one person release somebody else on the other side of the planet. That was amazing.
That was nice.
Right.
It's like virtual street hypno.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Virtual street hypnosis.
If I were to give anybody advice on street hypnosis, I mean, just in all seriousness, it's kind of like a go out and see what you can get away with.
Yeah.
That's way to do it.
And if something doesn't work, you can always just be kind of like, that would be really cool if it did. Anyway, moving along, and then you just drop the next person down. And
yeah, you just move on. Yeah.
Exactly. So, people put too much pressure on themselves. Yep. So, hey, this was so awesome. Thank you, Hypno Goddess, for being our special guest this week.
Thank you for having me on. I hope to come on again in the future.
Absolutely. And Brian, of course, as always. Oh, and happy birthday, buddy.
Oh, no, that was yesterday.
Happy birthday.
So,
happy birthday, Brian.
Yeah. Start off with a trip to the doctor's office, but it's just normal routine checkup. It's just time to get stuff done. But yeah, it's let's see, I'm looking at comments, and
you've got a fan, buddy.
Yeah, a couple of them. No, grateful to everybody who's watching, and it says, convince me you are Elvis Presley. I would be totally open for that suggestion. I think we've got an Elvis fan, not a me fan.
Right.
But do I look like Beyonce? Yeah, everybody's getting compliments.
I think we can.
Right.
We can all be a celebrity.
Yeah.
Jim hypnotized her.
Look at those muscles.
Yeah.
Jim, she needs to go grab a hairbrush and be a microphone, and you need to do work.
Okay. All right. Happy birthday. Kind of lagging at times, but that was so much fun. Hey, really, both of you, thank you so much for joining me. It makes the experience a lot more enjoyable for me, a lot more interesting for the audience, I think. And I really appreciate everybody who watches tonight. And if you watch later, we're still getting more happy birthday wishes. So look, if you left a message during the live stream, depending on where I saw it, I will try to find it. Sometimes they don't show up. So if I don't reply to you, I'm not being a jerk. Sometimes I just don't see it. Depends on the platform. But if you comment later after the live, then I'll see it and I will comment as well. I want to thank my guests once again. Thanks, Brian. Thank you, Hypno Goddess.
Yeah, Becca, you said happy birthday for Brian for yesterday, but yeah, my birthday was yesterday. It's already tomorrow where you are, so you're 2 days late. But we will forgive you. Hypno Goddess, thank you for joining us. We thoroughly enjoyed you coming on. I think this is probably one of our best shows yet.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. It was awesome. It was fun. I would love to be back one day. So
I'll count on
Absolutely.
it. Yeah. And to everybody else who tuned in today, spread the word, tell your friends. We kind of flip-flop between 1 week we do the goofy stuff like we did tonight, and then another one we go back to kind of helping people, encourage them on the therapeutic side. We kind of paint with broad strokes in general, but it's kind of a proof of concept, and hopefully that encourages you guys to go find somebody local to you, or reach out to Jim or Hypno Goddess to treat remotely.
Yeah. Yeah, please go find a hypnotherapist, whether it's one of us or it's somebody near you or just someone that you like, know, and trust. It really does work. We're just really kind of showing you, we're just scratching the surface on what's really possible with hypnosis on this program. So,
and if we are the conduit that helps you, point you in the right direction to ultimately make your life, improve the quality of it, that's our gift to you, and your success means that we're doing something right, and that's why we do
Absolutely. It. Oh, by the way, everybody who came out to the fair last week, thank you so much. I had a great time at the Douglas County Fair. Thank you so much. And if you're in the Tucson area, I'll be check my social media. I will be at Vale Laughs and Marana Comedy Club in January. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Take care. Be well.